Hi guys, it's Alex, Turbonetic777, and I wanted to do a update for you guys. So quickly, I'm gonna go over my stats. I had the biliopancreatic diversion with Duodenal Switch. My surgeon is Scott Bovard, and he's with Bariatric Specialists of North Carolina. I had my surgery in Wake Med in Cary, North Carolina. Now my starting weight was 335. My date of surgery was 317 pounds, and I come to you today at 156 pounds with a total of 179, 180. Now, I do have to say that for, I think it was like 2 days, I was at 155. Yes, 155 pounds, but it kind of went up, but I think I'm gonna settle back down to that because I weighed myself this morning and I was at 156.6. So I'm getting close to being at 155 again. So excited. So total loss of 179 to 180 total loss, depending on the day. And I am so excited. Yes, I'm doing very well. As you can see, I still have my beard. Is growing beautifully, even though we have set the date where I'm gonna shave it off and go baby face again, and my wife cannot wait. She's excited about that. My hair is getting long, super healthy, and so yes. So let me talk to you guys about a few things that happened since the last time I made a video. So the last time I made my video, I was training for my half marathon, which I still am training. Unfortunately though, the day after I made my video, I got hurt. I had a very bad muscle tear. I tore the serratus anterior muscle. And for those of you who don't know where that muscle is, a lot of people assumed that that muscle was in my legs, somewhere around my legs, but it's not. It's an odd muscle, and it's the muscle, it goes right here, kind of wraps around your ribs, and it helps with this motion. Like it flexes with this motion and as you breathe. And so this type of injury is very common with sprinters and also people who does rowing. And so it was very painful when it happened. Of course, the way it happened is, I'm training for this half marathon, and when I train, I don't only run in flat surfaces, because when you train yourself to run only in flat surfaces, when you start to encounter hills, it can really zap you out of energy and really derail you as far as time and all that stuff. And so where I train, which is really just around my subdivision, there's two really big hills. And I'm towards, it's a 12-week training program that I'm doing, which I'm already at the end of it. And then I'm just gonna start midway again into the race. But I'm doing long runs. Saturdays are usually my long runs, which I already ran today. Very early. People think I'm nuts, but I do get up at 3 in the morning. I stretch, and by 3:30 in the morning, I'm out there running. And the reason I do that is because I prefer to be fresh. I prefer to run when I'm fresh, woken up, and then I get ready and then I go to work, and then I'm so energized on top of coffee. Yay! So I prefer it that way. I do go to sleep on the earlier side anyways, so it works perfect for me. I really don't like to work after work, just because mentally I'm tired from work, and so I feel like that drains my body, my energy, my physical energy. And so I prefer to do my running and training very early in the morning. That way I'm fresh, my muscles are rested and fresh, and I can give it my all before starting my day. So I prefer it that way. But the way the injury happened was, there's two moderate hills. I mean, nothing too crazy, but they're moderate, where, I encounter in my little course. And whenever I encounter these hills, I run the hills the fastest I can. And that way I can build endurance, and I can get my body used to, no matter how fatigued I am, to have that endurance and energy to make the hills. And so I was running up the hills like I normally do. That day, I was a little bit more tired. I went to sleep later than I normally did, and so I was tired, and it was a little rainy. And so, I had felt funny already. I felt like these little sharp little kind of little pricks. So I knew something was going on, but not 100% sure. But on that day, you know, I did my regular, you know, run and sprint. I would, you know, sprint up the hill. And when I was sprinting, I felt an extreme sharp pain, like someone took a knife and just, it was about here, like someone took a knife and just went, and immediate pain, burning. And when I will move my arm, like internally I can feel separation. And I know that's TMI. Some of you guys, if you're like, sorry. But that's what I felt. And, you know, it's early in the morning. I think I was at, let's see, that day I think I was doing like 7 miles or something like that, 8 miles. And I was at mile 5 or 6 when that happened. And I knew immediately something happened. And I don't normally, you know, I don't really cuss. I don't normally cuss. But the pain was so hard that just F came out my mouth. Yes. It was like, that crazy pain. And oh my gosh, it was horrible. And I knew then it was bad. I couldn't even run anymore. I couldn't move my arm. I felt almost short of breath because already I was running. So, you know, I'm in the zone. I'm breathing deep, and I felt like every time I would breathe, it would sting. Because that muscle wraps around, you know, your ribs and your lungs. So when your lungs, when you take a deep breath in, your lungs expand. So that muscle kind of expands too. And so every time I would breathe, it would hurt so bad. So I had to do like shallow breaths, and just not fun. And it was right the day after that video. And so, you know, it was during the holidays, and it was very, very, it just stopped me in my tracks. So I had to take a hiatus from my training. And in fact, I just started running 2 weeks ago, or 2 weekends ago. I started back up, and now I'm doing good. Everything's healed up, but it was so painful. I mean, I couldn't sleep. Even to take a shower, like the water would hit, and that would hurt. That's how serious it was. And you know, it was kind of scary. And I knew, you know, again, I can feel it. It hurt going up and down stairs. It hurt to sleep. Everything hurt. And so I had to really, really do some TLC with my body, and I had to stop all exercise, all of it. I couldn't do anything, which was very frustrating to me because, you know, when I get in the zone of something and I hook, that's it. It becomes automatic. I can get up at 3 in the morning without an alarm clock. My body is ready to work out. And so here I am hurt. I'm waking up still at the same time. My legs are feeling fantastic. So I feel like, you know, I need to do something. And, you know, it was just very frustrating because I could not. Towards the end of my healing, I started getting really antsy. Like I would continually pace up and down, you know, like up and down the halls of my house and the family room. You know, I would kind of walk around the couch as I'm, you know, looking at TV. And, you know, my wife was like, honey, just go for a walk. But what happened is that even when I would walk, you know, naturally I walk, you know, really fast because I'm just, speed. So, you know, without even thinking of it, because my legs feel great, you know, I would start swinging, and then before you know, I get the little sting, and I was like, oh gosh, I'm hurting it again. And so it was crazy. It was very intense, and, you know, I was very upset. I was concerned because I had to stop all training. So I was like, oh my God. And then this is how, kind of stupid on my part, but it just shows you how ready I was to get back into the swing of things. On the first day that I went running, instead of going back to the day of the injury to continue, you know, my training, I went all the way to the day of where I should have been. So my first run, after not running for 7 weeks, 8 weeks or so, I did 11 miles that first day. It felt great. I didn't intentionally do 11 miles. What happened was, I did the first mile, second mile, 3, 4, 5, and I'm testing my arm and I'm like, okay, it feels good. My legs were amazing. They felt great. So, I just kept going. I felt great, kept going. And before you know it, I was like, oh, what the heck? So I did the 11 miles and it was wonderful. I had no problem. Last weekend I did 12 miles. I believe it's like 12.1, 12.2, something like that. Did wonderful. I didn't feel a thing. So I'm back in the swing of things. And again, the way my schedule, my training schedule works, I have short runs all through the week, and then the Saturdays are my long runs. And so it was wonderful. Now at the end of my training, which is this is the last week. Next week I do 13.1, but this week, today's Saturday is normally my long runs. I just had to do 5, and beautifully I did 5 miles in 35 minutes. 35? Let's see. Yes, 35 minutes. I did 5 miles. It was easy, very easy. It felt great. I felt wonderful. And so then once I do 13 miles next week, then I'm going to start back halfway through the training because I also registered for my race. And the official race date will be March 31st. It's a Sunday, and I will be doing the Cary Greenway Half Marathon in Cary, North Carolina. Yay! So I'm so excited, and so like it's really, this is the real deal. It's already done. I'm registered, and now it's just counting down. Now it's making sure that I stay healthy, even when I have my long runs. I'm gonna try and keep everything, pace myself, so I'm not going too crazy because I don't want to get hurt right before. So now it's like fine tuning my my postures and my gait and everything, just fine tuning myself for the race that's coming up. And so I'm so excited, and I decided that I grew my beard because again I train so hard and I'm training so early in the morning. I do have very warm protective gear that I wear, but it helps to have a little facial hair. And so I decided that March 31st, the day after, or right after my race, I'm gonna shave my beard off. And my wife is so excited. She, she's gotten used to the beard, but she's not 100% on it. She likes to she likes to cuddle, and she likes to put her face against mine, and I do too. I like to cuddle with her, and so she's still not, she's not sold on the beard. It's just not, and I put product in it, like there's beard oil, and there's I do conditioning because it's a lot of work having a beard. I didn't know that. You have to wash it just like your hair. You wash it, you conditioning it, then you have to put the beard oil, and you have to brush it. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of work. So I am kind of happy that I'm gonna shave it off. But every time come September, when it starts to get cold, I'm gonna grow it out because I do like it. I do like the change in the look. I've gotten many compliments on my beard, and I've gotten a lot of nice, but kind of funny hate comments, like jealous comments from my male friends, because they can't, like, my beard is so thick, and my beard is going on only 2 months growing out, and it's so thick and full, and I'm like the envy of my guy friends. They're like, it's not fair, look at your beard, it took me so and so long to grow it like that, and you were just a couple months, and look at it, it's perfect. The shape, because I haven't trimmed it or anything, and like it grows, it has this nice shape to it, so it's perfect. So yes, so I'm doing real good. I did, like I said, I'm already registered for the race, and I'm excited. I am looking forward for this race. I have never done a half marathon, so this is a very big deal for me. I've done 5Ks in the past. I've done, let's see, I've done a 6K obstacle course, and that was fun. But to do an actual just running half marathon, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna post pictures, of course, the day of. And yes, I'm doing good. I'm feeling great. I'm super healthy. The fact that my hair is just amazing, and my beard, and the way I feel, and how I'm healing, and lets me know, that I'm doing everything I'm supposed to, as far as my vitamins and my protein and everything, because it was I healed pretty good, and I feel very good, and yeah, super healthy. So I love it. I love it. So I wanted, just a quick update, nothing too crazy. I also wanted to welcome, I have some new subscribers, so I wanted to give you guys a shout out, and that is Honeydew, Bob Fullwood, and Paget30. So I wanted to welcome you guys to my channel. I hope that you find my videos helpful in your journey. I hope that, throughout my journey, can help you kind of understand the roller coaster of what, weight loss surgery and weight loss journey, because it is a true journey and roller coaster at times. And so, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you have anything, no question is too personal. You can ask me anything. I am here for you guys. This is the reason why I make these videos, because I think about, the people who are new to this journey, and, the roller coaster they're getting ready to get on. And so I always suggest that you, or advise that you watch the videos, watch it with your significant other, because they too are coming along in this journey. And so I think it's very helpful that you make it a family journey and not just a single journey, and you will see the difference. When I started my journey, I included my wife and I included our 3 children, and so it's important that they understand, no matter how young, because I'm getting ready to be 3 years post-op this June, and my kids, my oldest is 13, a boy, 13, my daughter is 12, and my youngest is 8. And so from early on, I talked to them about my journey, and I talked to them, letting them know daddy's gonna change, daddy's gonna look different, daddy's gonna lose a lot of weight. You have to include them. You also have to include them in what you eat. Make it a family lifestyle change, not just a you change, because it affects everybody, not just you. So thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate your support. Please like, subscribe to my channels, share my my videos. It really helps me and keeps me motivated, and also I do this to help you guys out. So just spread the word, spread my channel, spread the love. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Also, thank you so much. I put up, my son is a drummer. I also sing in church, and so I always put up those videos too, as well. And I really thank you guys for your support and your likes. And my son, he's 13, and he gets really excited when people like his drumming videos, and and comment. He really loves it and keeps him encouraged. So thank you so much for that. God bless you guys. Love you guys. Have an amazing and wonderful day. Bye.